Come sit down and have a conversation with your boy. Let's talk a minute. You know who it is. It's your favorite reviewer's favorite reviewer, your boy Trey Sense, LL Cool Trey, or Trey Belafonte, how you can just call me Trey. Listen, before we get into this, I need something from you. I need you to like this video, share this video, and if you haven't, sub to the channel and continue check in. And let me know if it's snowing where you're at. Here in the Southeast, we're fixing to get a little bit of snow. I don't think it's gonna be like last year, a little bit, well, close to this time last year, Dr. King's birthday, we got a lot of snow and we were snowed in for a week. I don't think it's gonna be that bad this time, but it's gonna be snowed in for a day or two. So it's cold outside. So let's heat things up just a little bit. 7 fragrances from my collection that are spring and summer fragrances that I honestly think you can pull off in the winter. Why? In my opinion, they're gonna perform a little bit better in the winter than they do in the hot, humid times of the year. And we can pair that with the perfect Creed Aventus JB Butters. This is a product, man, that just enhances any fragrance that you have. It just enhances it, man. It just makes it better. See that? You take that, man, and you just get you a little bit of that. Rub it on your hands. I like to put it in my beard, man. Ooh wee. And on my neckline. And then I come over the top of it with a fragrance that's gonna smell really, really good on a cold winter's day, even though it's a bright fragrance, and probably best worn in the spring and in the summertime and maybe in the fall. It is Versace's Eros Energy. Now, like anything else in the world of fragcom, most of us just can't agree. Some people say this is a Creed Aventus clone. Some people say it's a Aventus clone. I got Creed Aventus vibes from the moment that I smelled it. And I ain't mad at it. I don't care what it's cloning, what it smells like, what it doesn't smell like. I'll tell you what it smells. To me, it smells good. Is it in the vein, the wheelhouse of Creed Aventus? Yes. Is it 100%? No. I mean, because I don't know what batch you have out there or anybody has. I know this smells like very similar to my Creed Aventus and very similar to all the other fragrances that are attempting to smell like Creed Aventus right here. Again, is it the exact same? No, that's not at all what I'm saying. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm just saying it smells similar. Give you an example. I'm a big music fan, and a lot of you guys know that I love music, sports, fashion, cars, but love music. Big Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis fan. If you know music, then you know Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis have written a lot of songs. One of my favorite songs from Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis is by Human League called I'm Only Human. If you listen to that song, you're gonna hear a lot of Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis production in it, and you're gonna hear a lot of similarities to that song and a lot of work they did on Janet Jackson projects. Because it's the same producers, meaning, does the songs, are they identical? Do they sound the same? No, but you're gonna pick up on similarities. Same thing with this fragrance right here. Is this the same as Mont Blanc Legend Explorer? No. Is this the same as Club de Nuit Man Intense? No. Is this the same as Cedrat Boise? No. Are they in the same wheelhouse? Yep. So depending on which one you like better is the one that you should wear. Personally, I like this fragrance. I think it's a good fragrance. You'll be picking this one up at discounters pretty soon for 40 or 50 bucks, and I think you should do it. Compliment getting fragrance. But again, the object of this is to warm up a little bit in this cold deep freeze that we're fixing to hit, and I think that one does it perfectly. This next one is one I have not had very long at all. I was surprised by how much I liked this fragrance. It gives me Fico the Amalfi vibes, which I could have put in this, but I only had a decant, so I didn't want to put it in there. But from the house man. I forgot the name real quick. I was fixing to call this authenticity. From the house of commodity, it is Bergamot. And I'm not sure if commodity is a niche house or not. I'm sure some would say yes, some would say no. I don't care either way. I don't get caught up in the niche, because to me, niche nowadays doesn't really mean what it used to. I think of niche as 8 and Bob, Amouage, Zoology, fragrances like that. But oh my gosh, does this bright citrus, Neroli gem smell amazing? Yes. Again, it reminds me so much of Fico di Amalfi from the house of Acqua di Parma. And that to me is a beautiful scent. One that I used to desire to have in my collection until I picked this up for $24. Now, I have decants of Fico, and I absolutely love it. This could easily be a unisex fragrance, but I think it is beautiful. And even though, as we speak, it's snowing, as we speak, when I wake up in the morning, it's going to be a lot of snow, but I like this. Bergamot is a great name for it. It is a bergamot centric fragrance, meaning bergamot is right there in your face. It is in the forefront. You won't have to guess. You won't have to wonder. It smells like it's got a couple of other citruses in it as well. But man, is it good. And so is the Eros energy. These are both absolute banger fragrances. And yes, they're bright and uplifting and probably more suited for the summer, the spring, or even early fall. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta break the monotony and break the routine. We wait all year to wear our deep, rich fragrances, and I am the same way, and I understand it, but sometimes it just gets redundant. Just saying. Next one on the list, and again, this one could be compared by many to Creed Aventus. Some say yes, some say no. It always draws that comparison, and people always get mad. From the house of Nishane or Nishane, it is Hacivat, and it's one of my favorite names to say. I can definitely see why some people would say, yeah, that's very similar to Creed Aventus, and I could see why some people would be like, no, it's not. Again, I use the word wheelhouse. I use the word vibe. I use the word vein because it's similar. It's a fruity, smoky, birchy, citrusy style fragrance, similar to Creed Aventus. Is it the same? No. Is it close? I personally think so. Is it an identical clone? No, not at all. But will it give you the same vibes and energy? I think so. But the point of this video, again, is to break the monotony. I know we wait all year, especially us down here in the Southeast, to wear our dark, deep, rich, smoky, sexy, attractive, gourmand, fragrances of by the fireplace. Yeah. And then after about 2 months of that, we ready for the sun to come out and the days to get long again so we can spray stuff like this on. So what I'm saying is you can wear this in the cold of the winter. It'll be fine. I don't think when the people made this that they envisioned you having 700 different fragrance options and going through them. They envisioned you buying that fragrance and wearing it every day. Speaking of Cedrat Boise, how about Cedrat Boise Intense? I like this fragrance a lot. Is it better than the original? A little bit different. A little bit different than the original. A little bit different. Full bottle. I picked this up from my homeboy, Mr. Lamar Gaston. I think this one is a little bit deeper and a little bit richer than the original. I think the original may project a little bit better and maybe a little bit brighter, more citrusy. To me, maybe a little closer to Creed Aventus or Creed Aventus Cologne. Not sure which one came first, Creed Aventus Cologne or the Cedrat Boise. Not sure which one of those came out first, but this is a stunning fragrance. And even though it's a citrus-based fragrance, I really think you could, out of all the fragrances here that I'm going to talk about and that I have talked about, I think this is the one that is most suited to wear in the winter. Oh, that's nice. I've got to wear this more. Doing videos like this make me shake my head at myself and I think, bro, you got to wear your fragrances more. This is good. This is good. And always remember, guys, you can buy decants of me. I have 3 ml decants of me. Decants from me. I have 3 ml decants and now 5 ml decants as well. This next one is one of my favorite fragrances. And it's from the house of John Varvatos. And it is Artisan Pure. This one right here scratched my itch for Dior Home Cologne. I smelled Dior Home Cologne. And at the time, I wasn't paying hundreds of dollars for fragrances. I went to pick up something for my now ex-wife. I want to say it was Michael Kors Wonderlust. She had smelled somewhere having a fit for it, and I wanted to surprise her with it. So I went and picked it up. And when I was there, I smelled the Dior Home Cologne and fell in love. Well, that all went away when I smelled this. I thought this is absolutely close enough. This performs really well on my skin, and this is a compliment getter. What does it smell like? A big ass bowl of Fruit Loops. I mean, just call me Toucan. Follow the nose, because that's what this smells like. That's what this smells like. But nonetheless, to me, it is absolutely beautiful. I could absolutely see me wearing this in an all white linen. I ain't old enough for that yet, though. I ain't old enough for all white linen yet. But if we have an all white party, which we have sometimes on this channel, I could definitely see me rocking. I guess I am a 49. All white linen with the Kango. Well, you can't tell me nothing. But nonetheless, this scratched my itch for Dior Home Cologne because, I don't want to bore her. I just want to Dior her. But I picked this up at TJ Maxx in Jasper, Alabama at a song. Got it for about $30 in a gift set, and I am very pleased with this fragrance. It is probably my favorite fragrance from the house of John V. It just smells good. It just smells good. To me, it's very similar to Dior Home Cologne, but again, very, very fruity. But it is one that people are going to reach for in the spring. Again, March, the days are longer, the sun is shining, it's beautiful outside. People cutting their grass and all of that stuff. And you may even meet a little boo thing, you're getting a little Twitter-pated, going on a little date, whatever. So, because she done got them taxes in, trying to upgrade from the Sizzler to the Golden Corral. So, maybe get you one of them free pair of white shoes that every woman buy their man when they get their income taxes. Never figured that out. Nonetheless, it's a great fragrance. It's a really great fragrance. Again, the best way to describe it is super, super fruity to the max. So many fruits come out of this fragrance when you spray it. It's hard to pick one. I just think it smells like a big old bowl of Fruit Loops cereal, and I like it. From the house of John Varvatos, it is Artisan Pure. This next one is going to be very similar to that one and in the same wheelhouse. And I picked this up at Dillard's. When I first did the pre-order, I pre-ordered a ton of fragrances and got this one as one of my testers. And it is Choo Man Ice. Trying to figure, that Eros. Is that Eros? That Eros is definitely one that you can wear in the winter because it dries down. Man, that is... Definitely one you can wear in the winter. That's a year-round fragrance right there, guys. That smells good. From the house of Jimmy Choo, it is Jimmy Choo Man Ice. And these are, I'm gonna tell you something too. These are all compliment killers, compliment pullers, lady killers. Women love these fragrances, man. Every last one of these fragrances. I remember wearing this to work and walking in the store, going to the time clock, from the time clock to my register, and get, ooh, Trey, I like that one. Ooh, Trey, what is that? It bright stuff grabs women's attention, and it's crazy, because we like stuff like it's. And I'm talking to myself. Triumph of Bacchus, fragrances like that are deep, rich, boozy. Yeah, very rarely get compliments on stuff like that. Wear something bright and uplifting like this, and they're ooh, ooh, ooh. They just love it. But from the house of Jimmy Choo, it's Jimmy Choo Man Ice. And this one, very similar to John Varvatos Artisan Pure. Great pressurized atomizer. Similar, different. This one is more chill. Way more chill. Way more chill. This would be the EDT. This would be the EDP or the Act Straight or whatever. You know how they do it now. 17 different variations. But this is really good as well. Very, very fruity. You're going to get a Cheerio type of vibe. Not Cheerio. Fruit Loop type of vibe from this as well. Too many fruits to name. Very much a citrus fragrance. Citrus is definitely in the forefront, and that's what you're going to pick up on. But this one is, to me, this one is a little bit smoother than the Artisan Pure. The Artisan Pure is loud. Maybe that's why I like it. The Artisan Pure is bam, it is in your face. But this one is a little bit more, how you doing? It's Trey Bellafante. And the other one is like, what up? It's LL Cool Trey. Two different vibes. You know what I'm saying? Same energy, but they go about it a few different ways. And that's what we have with this one, Jimmy Choo Man Ice. But I like this fragrance. I like it a lot. I encourage you to pick it up. Definitely think it's one that you can get away with wearing in the winter, especially if it's one of those days where the sun pops out, which we have here in Alabama all the time. Even though it's the winter, we still have lots and lots of pretty days. And those are some of the coldest days that we may have, with sun be shining high in the sky. It might be 20 degrees outside, but that sun is up, pretty. It's just cold. We don't have many of those days, but on a day like that, I definitely think you could wear this fragrance and be just fine. From the house of Jimmy Choo, it is Jimmy Choo Man Ice. Last but not least, one of my favorite houses. One of my favorite houses. It is the house of Bvlgari. It is Bvlgari Wood Essence. No, it's not Wood Essence. It's Wood Neroli. They make Wood Neroli and Neroli Wood. I don't know why they did that. Don't really care for the atomizer, but I love the scent. Love the scent. This is definitely one that you can get away with wearing in the winter. Think about that sweet, sweet Neroli citrus with some really nice, sweet, and clean woods. That's what you get with this fragrance right here, man. That's what you get with this fragrance right here. I absolutely love it. And I picked this up at TJ Maxx. I remember when they first started popping up at TJ Maxx, and I had to have it. Paid about $60 for it, and I think that's a good price. I need to get me a full bottle of Glacier, I think it is. I have a small decan, travel size, because it's just like that. It's just a travel size. Hold on, I gotta give me a little sip. A little sparkling water with some fruit in there. That's all it is. And then your boy don't drink. But as the boy Razor Ramon would say, cheers, Chico. Been a long week. And then he taking the sip. And again, all of these pair well with this Creative Ventus style JB Butters. Beautiful. Again, this one, I love the balance between the woods and the Neroli in it. It is very well named, very well blended, and it's just a good fragrance. And you can pick this up at a really, really good price. You have to be careful with Bvlgari because that name carries a lot of weight. And if you buy this fragrance at the wrong place, you might overpay by quite a bit. So it's important to shop around at places like TJ Maxx, Burlington, Ross, Fragrance X, and Fragrance Net, so you can get yourself the best deal that you can possibly get on fragrances like this. From the house of Bvlgari, it is Bvlgari Man Wood Neroli. That's a good one. All right, guys, there's been 7 fragrances from my collection that are probably summertime fragrances, springtime fragrances, but I still think you can wear them in the winter. I think the 2, man. The 2 that I think I would reach for the quickest, though, definitely would be this one. The dry down of this one is definitely a year-round type of dry down, and the same thing with this one. Cedrat Boise, Intense, and Eros Energy. I think both of those could easily be worn anytime, any place, like Janet Jackson. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off of here, man. And that JB Butters got that Eros sticking. Got that Eros sticking, man. I'm telling you, great fragrance. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get off of here because it is late and your boy's about ready to go to bed because it's probably about 4:30 a.m. Right now. I'm surprised the sun ain't coming up. But anyway, listen, I love you all. God bless you all. Whatever you do, try your best to enjoy your life, enjoy your day, and enjoy yourself. Life is really too short to be miserable with anyone or anything. So let's try to enjoy it the best that we can. So thank you for tuning in. Thank y'all for being the best part of this channel. And I will catch you guys at a later date. I love you all, and may God bless you all. Until next time, guys. Peace.